Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to all the participants to day 9 of the 2 weeks international hands-on workshop on generative AI tools for academic leaders and department heads. Today's session focuses on AI for data analysis and how AI-powered analytic tools can make the process of working with data more efficient, insightful, and accessible. We will explore how generative AI can assist with analyzing data sets, identifying patterns and trends, generating visualizations, and interpreting results. The session will demonstrate how AI can support researchers and academic leaders in turning complex datasets into meaningful insights and presenting those findings more effectively. At the same time, we will look at the importance of checking AI generated analysis, validating results, and maintaining accuracy and responsible data practices. AI can significantly enhance the analytical workflow, but sound interpretation and human judgment remain essential. I encourage everyone to actively participate in the hands-on activities and explore how these tools can be incorporated into academic research, institutional analysis, and evidence-based decision-making. It is my pleasure to welcome our esteemed mentor and speaker, Dr. Meher Chand, whose expertise in AI, machine learning, data science, and emerging AI applications. With that, I warmly welcome Dr. Meher Chand and invite him over to take over today's session. Over to you, sir.
Thanks, dear Face, for nice introduction. And good evening, all of the participants. Welcome back to our own workshop. So I hope that the previous sessions which we have conducted are very informative for you. And we have about 6 sessions more. Okay. And I will try best from my side to present all the content so that you can have very knowledgeable this workshop. Okay. So without any loss of time, I'm going to start, and this is my desktop. You can see. Yes. And this is the presentation for the today's session. I think it is very clearly visible to all of you. Okay, you can see my presentation. Okay, so this is AI for data analysis. Okay, from raw data to research insight with AI. Okay, how we can use the AI tools to find out some background. Okay, so there are some generative existing data set. Okay, whether it is a health science, whether it is related to uh, bioinformatic or biotechnology or medical science, agriculture, business, or you have some case study related to social science, etc. So data is data. Data can be from any domain. But when we will implement some tool, the technique, and to get the insight, okay. So statistical formulas are always same, whether you have the uh, just like biostat. Okay, we are talking about the biostat, but actually there is a state behind. So when we use this tool in the biomedical, so it becomes biostat. But the formulas are same. Okay, so there is no difference. So the thing is here, the most important thing is we are not required to remember any formula. Okay. And sometimes if we don't have any background related to this area, specifically statistical analysis, okay. Again, if we have this tool, just we are required to. But one thing more, when you are going to implement some statistical analysis, so at least if we are not able to remember the formula, this is the not the part, because everything there are so many formulas in a statistical state. Okay, and we are not able to remember everything specifically for those who don't have the background of mathematics and statistics. Okay, so only the thing is at least the formula which we are going to apply or which can be applicable. We must have some information about the formula, why we are going to do this, and what we can get the insight after applying, and the values which we get, the interpretation after getting the values, what are the meaning of this. So there will be many prompts, and by using uh, uh, this platform or the tool which we are going to use will be beneficial for everyone, specifically for those who don't have any mathematical or statistical background. Okay, but the thing is how we can use it. So before that, we should have some information, the workflow, the way how we can use this tool. Okay, so AI transform the data analysis from manual process into an intelligent, interactive, and research focused work. We are required to understand the workflow. So you can see uh, data analysis workflow, what is required and how we can start. The very first step is to collect the data, which will be in the raw form. Okay, raw data. So data form we can have just like survey analysis or experiment, database, Excel, CSV, any format we can have. Okay, so the data is not clean. The second level is we have to clean the data set, missing values, duplicate values, errors, outliers. Okay, so recently I share with you one image related to the box plot. Okay, I share with you so that you can check it, and I can ask some questions from you. Okay, so can you please let me know what is the meaning of the box plot? How will demonstrate? Anyone, please, who can explain? Who will explain about the box plot? Okay, no problem. Uh, so these parameters which you can see when we collect the data set, there will be some missing values, as we know that when we share the Google form to collect some information, and sometimes we are not able to share everything. So some block are, some shell or boxes are empty. We apply here not applicable. Okay, so these are the missing value. Sometimes are duplicates. Okay, the papers who are not familiar about it to submit the form, Google form, sometimes they submit it two times or three times, that create duplicate. And sometimes there are some errors, just like we have a gender column. So some will insert male as M in uppercase and other characters are in lowercase. Some will submit as all the characters are in uppercase. Some are submitting as six values. Okay, but there are only two gender. Okay, male and female. So this type of the entries are some type of the errors, and we are required to make the all the entries as a uniform, so that they can be we can use them as uh, useful for our data insight. Outliers. So outliers we will discuss when we have that box plot. Okay, so in that case you will have the better understanding. So then we have the expose descriptive statics, then pattern relationship, just like correlation, standard deviation is there, mean, median, okay, counts. So these are the explore, which will include these three terms. Okay, specifically descriptive static. Then we have the visualize, charts, graph, distribution, correlation. So these parameters help us to understand the data set. Okay, and explore and will help us to understand some descriptive, what type of the data set is there. Okay, the size, other thing. Okay, then we have the analyze and interpret statistical test, AI assisted insight, research conclusions, just like a strong positive. Okay, so according to our test, which type of the test you are going to implement for statistical analysis. So there are various type of the tests, just like a hypothesis testing, and code is just like a t-test, f-test. Okay, then we have p-values. So many things are there, and we can get by using all these tools. And after that, when we have the statistical values, we are required to interpret them. And at the end, we are required to validate, check assumptions, verify calculation, and assess limitations. So this is the complete process. You can see raw data to clean, then export, then visualize, analyze, interpret, and validate. So this is the complete workflow in which way we have to implement. Okay. So if you are doing manually, then we have to keep in mind all these things. Now you can see here, uh, using generative AI for data analysis, what can AI help the researchers? So this can help to understand the data. So expand the variable, generate data set summaries, identify the potential, clean the data set. So there are some missing values, just like you can see here in this box. So here you can see missing values, duplicate entries, and errors are. So all these, this will can do automatically. Find the duplicate, detect the missing value, and suggest the data cleanings. Okay, and automatically this can do. And then you can see here analysis data. So just like generate the Python pandas code, calculate the descriptive static, explore correlation and the trend. Okay, as you can see here in this graph. So everything which we need for the data set to analyze. Okay, which type of the statistical analysis you are required to put only instruction, and according to that this will perform everything which we need for the data, whatever we have. Okay, we are not required to give any instruction, just you are required to put what you want to get insight by using the generative AI tool, and I will demonstrate everything by using one very useful tool. Okay, and at the end we are required to interpret result. Okay, so sometimes my colleague is Dr. Pooja, and she is working in microbiology. Okay, and after during the past 2 years, she was my colleague, and before that she was working anywhere. Okay, so when she joined our institute, and I asked about her field, and then there was my question, are you using some statistical methods in your research? So I asked how you are using. So she told me that, sir, we have some database and we get only mean, median, mode, and we write these values enough. Okay. So actually the thing is background. Okay, so actually, if we are getting only the numerical values, what are the mean, median, mode, or standard deviation and correlation? If we are not able to interpret what are the meaning about these values, the data which you have. Okay, so for that also we can use these generative AI tools for the interpretation purpose. Okay, but again there is one question: if you are using generative AI tools for the interpretation purpose after getting some values, because sometimes we are not able, specifically for those people who don't have mathematical or statistical background, for those, okay, they can take help of these generative AI tools, but use sincerely, intelligently. Don't copy and paste. Understand what they are saying. Okay, then after understand everything, and after getting the report from generative AI tool, write in your own language. Okay, so, but don't copy and paste in your findings for your research purpose. And after that, okay, so these are the everything these generative AI tool will perform for us. Okay, so this is the prompt. You can see here, I insert here prompt also. Analyze this data set, identify the input pattern, and outlines suggest the appropriate visualization, and explain finding from research perspective. This prompt can be used. Okay, after uploading this any data set, whatever you have, you can use this prompt. Just like if you are using generative chat GPT, you can upload, and after that you can put this statement, this prompt, and everything this will do. Okay, but I will recommend the tool. See, so this is the visualization and interpretation. You can see, compare the categories. If we have the categories and we want to compare, then we must use bar chart. What happened? Okay, and the right hand side, AI can help you to ask what happened. and show the trends over the time, line chart. Okay, why might it have happened? Understand the distribution. You can see the histogram we can use to understand the distribution of the data set. Then you can see that this is the box plot. Okay, in the very tail, I will use the box plot which I share with you, and then I will explain everything. Okay, so this the detect outliers. Okay, and also along with the this will return the maximum minimum value, first quartile, second quartile, third quartile. Okay, first quartile means 25% of the data set, and second quartile is equal to median. Okay, and third quartile is equal to 75%. Okay, so this is the use, and examine the relationship just like you can see here. Scatter plot. This is the scatter plot you can see, and here we can find out the relationship of the data set. Okay, relation means just like correlation. If the values of a correlation, we know the correlation values varies from -1 to 1. Okay, if we have the value is equal to 1, okay, it means perfect positive. If the value is equal to -1, it means perfect negative. If x is increasing, y will be decreasing in the same ratio. Okay, if the value of r is equal to 0, then there is no relationship between two variable. If the values are very close to 1, just like more than 0.7 but less than 1, okay, so highly correlated. If the values are lies between 0 to 0.5 to 0.7, correlated. Okay, so if values are lies between 0 to 0.5, less correlated. Okay, similarly we can have for the negative interval -1 to 0. Okay, so all these will help us, and this is the heat map which you can see in just like in the box, and also you can see the minimum value and maximum value. So minimum value is -1 and maximum value is 1. So in this way we can understand everything in the data set. Okay, so now come to here. This is the complete process. How for any data set we can use. So this is the many practical activity which we will perform now. So we have the data set we have to upload, then ask the AI to profile the data. Okay, then after identify missing values and outliers, generate appropriate visualization, examine relationship and pattern. Okay, interpret results, and formulate 3 to 5 research insight. So this is the process according to your input, how you can do. And on the top you can see dataset AI based ADA. Okay, then we have the visualization, statistical analysis, and interpretation. So this is the complete process you can see. So these are the some examples which you can get by using all these. Okay, distribution, box plot, correlation, scatter plot, summary. Okay, so this is all about the introduction which we are going to perform now. Okay, so this is the complete practical practice. Okay, so the most important tool which I am going to say, that is collaboratory. Okay, for collaboratory, we are not required any tool, just account is enough. Okay, so this collab is completely based on your Python. Okay, sometimes I think my network is low and the voice is breaking. Okay, so Colab is completely based on Jupyter Notebook. Okay, and the Jupyter Notebook is based on Python. Okay, so this is one type of the ID for Python. Okay, and this is Colab which we are going to use here. This is completely based on cloud base. So only your Gmail account is enough, and how you can use it. Okay, and I have very large data set. I want to show you. The data set is in my download directory. I want to show you first the size of the data set, and later on see the magic of this collaboratory. Okay. The data set is 2 week. Okay. Access CTL. Yes, this one. Okay, you can see this data set. And this data set has about 10,000 entries. Okay. This is the student data set and containing 10,000 entries. Okay. So there are 10,000 rows are there. And we are using this data set. We don't know what is inside in this data set, but if we want to check the heads, so these are the column. First column is study hours, then attendance, then sleep hours, everything you can find here. Okay. And last one we have is the placement status. So I close this file. I am going to use this one. Some more data set is also there, healthcare and healthcare data clean checkpoint. Okay. So what we can do for this data set, just you are required to check here collab. Okay, collab notebook, enter. So as soon as you will enter this, the official link for collaboratory, and simply this is the collab.research.google.com provided by Google. Okay. So when you will click on it, as soon as you will click on it, but the thing is your Gmail account must be logged in. Okay, then after we can use it. Okay, so from this will open and you will select a new notebook. So new notebook will open. Okay, so when you will open, this will appear like in this way. Okay, so first we are required to upload the data set in collaboratory. For that, we have to use this code. I will share with you the entire file. Okay, I will share with you. So here you can see.
This code is just like Python, Sanat.
Yes, yes, this is completely based on Python. This collaboratory is completely based on Python, and there is no difference between Jupyter notebook or Collab notebook. Okay, both are same. And when you will see the extension, you will see that this file, which I am using here, we can directly use in Jupyter notebook using Anaconda, okay, or directly on cloud base. Okay, so there is no difference. And also we can convert when you will download this file. You can download for Jupyter notebook as well as .py extension. Okay, both formats are there. So this code is required from google.colab import file to upload the file. Okay, I am using here. Just paste and then run this one. So you can see there three dots are in orange color, and when this will connect with the cloud computing, this will be in green. Okay, and it is connecting now. A few seconds it will take. Yes, it is connected, and now it is asking choose file. Just you are required to click on it. Okay, now the file name we have is student. This is the file. Okay, this is the file. I select from this place and open. So you can see 100% data has been uploaded. After that, we are required to get the name to verify. Okay, you can take a new shell and paste here. Then click at this place. So this is the file name which we upload. Then after if you want to use these statement, we can do. Otherwise, okay, I will copy all these. Okay, so that we can store the data set in one data frame. We can execute all these so that the essential libraries can be imported. And if you are not to import, you are not required to, all these are not required to import here. Okay, so actually the thing is, we need only pandas. All the things this do automatically. Okay, only this pandas as PD is required because we want to store this entire data set in one variable. Okay, so how we can do? See this file, this one. By using this statement, okay, we can we can save the data set in one variable. Okay, so this is the file name where the data is there. You can see this is the data set. Okay, list upload.kvice. Okay, file name. So with the file name, we store here. Or either you can use directly df is equal to file name. So this is the way the file which we have upload here. Now we are required to convert this entire data set in data frame. Okay, simply this is the variable you can see here. But one library you are required to use here, that is pandas as PD. Okay, and you will click here and data has been stored, and after that you can see uh, df.head, and then so all the head you can see here. So this is the entire data set. So by default the first few rows will be there. If you want to see some more first rows, okay, by default there will be only first 5 entries. Okay, so if you need some more rows, you can enter here value. So according to that, this will be there. So there, this is the data size. So there are 8 columns are there. Okay, so we need only df. After that, we are not required anything. So what we can do now, see the magic. Click on it, and here you can see on the right hand side, new box is there. Here you will put the query. Okay, I just ask you only one thing, that is from do statistical analysis for df variable. Okay, only df is enough because this know what is df. Okay, because all the data set is we store in df variable. This is the df variable. Okay, after that you are not required to think anything, just you are required to click on it. Okay, and see the magic what this will do for you. Okay, here you can see here the statistical analysis for your data frame. I put both descriptive static and informative or the data type and no null values, saying that there is no null value. Okay, you are required to click on it, and you can see just we are required to click on it, and this the descriptive static. You can see here mean, you can see mean STD minimum value 25% means first quartile, 50 means second quartile, 75 means third quartile, and this is the maximum value with respect to all the variables which are there. Okay, along with the, if we don't have the background also, you can see here the descriptive static. Okay, in theoretical form is there, count all the columns. Okay, mean, okay, standard deviation, minimum maximum value, everything is described at this place. Okay, 25% to 50% median 75%. Then you can see here data frame information, everything is there. Okay, we can see. After that, this is the descriptive. Okay, If you again, you can see here, create a scatter plot of the study hours versus exam score. Okay, for the scatter plot, we are required two variable. So the question is there. Okay, just you are required to click on it. This will do for you everything automatically. Just click on it. Okay, and accept it. Where is the box? Where is the plot? Scatter plot. Certainly, I will create the plot relationship between study and hours. This will help to see. Okay. I think paid
The code
version
is
has been
created.
started.
It's waiting for you to run it.
We can try next one. Um, Collab paid product, cancel contact here. Okay. Collab paid product. I think due to the huge data set, paid version has been started. Accept and run. This will do automatically. Value array could not convert. Okay. Generate the code with correlation. So this is the correlation matrix you can see. You can see this is the correlation matrix. Okay, the values you can observe here lies between -1 to 1. Okay, study hours with the study hour. If the variable is corrected with the same variable, the value will be always equal to 1. Just like you can see, all the dynamic values are 1. Okay, so if you see study hours with attendance, the value you can see is 0.003801, very close to 0, very less correlated. Okay, so this is the correlation matrix. And here also you can see the interpretation. Then if you need to visualize the correlation matrix using heat map, we can click on it. Yes, this is the heat map. In the heat map also you can observe that all the values which you can see. Yes, the values which you can see are from this is about minus 0.221. So all the values are lies between these two. Okay, so here these values which you are observing here are same as we see in the matrix. So these are the same values. Okay, and in the dyno you can see all the values are equal to 1. Okay, so it means this is the study hours and this is the study hour, same variable. That's why. Okay. So this is the bar graph you can see on the right hand side. So according to the color, we can easily understand their variation and as how the variables are associated with each other. Okay, so if the values are very close according to this color or according to this color, we can observe that these are very less. And if the color is dark, you can see this is the dark color, and the dark color belongs to negative values. Okay, so these are negative correlated. Okay, so this help us for the better understanding just to visualize the graph. Then after, if you need some more operation, okay, so various type of the questions are there. You can directly ask, just like perform t-test to see exam score significantly differ to the placement. Okay, so here we can have different type of the distributions you can use. Here is the create scatter plot. Click on it. So this will generate the scatter plot. Very simple to use. Okay, this is the scatter plot. You should go through about this detail which is available for the better understanding. If you want to see the box plot, we can have the box plot also. Accept and run. Okay, these are the box plot far placed and placed, and these values which you can see. This is the menu value, this is the max value, this is the first quartile, this line, bottom of this box. This is the first quartile, this is the second quartile, this is the third quartile, and these values which you can see here, these are the outliers. Okay, if you want to for the statistical analysis or you want to develop any machine learning model, we have to remove these outliers. Okay, you can see the interpretation on the right hand side. Then if you want to perform a group by analysis and compare the average study hours, just you are required to click on it and this will do automatically for you. Just click is enough. So many type of interpretations this will do automatically. Just I ask the question. No, it is actually collaboratory is free. Okay, when you have the very large data set, or then after we are required, you can see everything is going there, and I'm not using paid version. I am using the free version. Okay, so specifically when we have the deep learning, in that case we are required. For the statistical analysis, we are not required to pay anything. Okay, then just you will accept and run. Okay, so this is the comparison between these two placement status and study hours. You can see. Okay, so here then after you can scroll down. In the last one, you can see how do I train the simple logistic regression model to the predictions placement. Okay, so if you want to develop any prediction model, okay, using any technique, so you are not required to learn, just you need to ask the question. So here you can see the logistical regression model we can develop by using this data set. Okay, so actually the values which you can see here are 0 and 1. Okay, placed or not placed. So for that we can use a simple logistic regression model. And according to the data set, this will automatically generate all type of the questions, and according to your need, what you want to perform, which you want to get the insight, this will do everything. So if you want to develop a model, just you are required to select on it, and this will automatically generate logistic regression model. Yes. So actually, this is the process. Okay. So we have to encode placement status. Then actually this is the complete process, and during this very less time, I'm not able to describe everything because it will take, because for that first you are required to clear the concept about the machine learning, what is machine learning and what are the techniques, workflow, everything you are required to understand. Okay, but by using this technique you can automatically generate the machine learning model, accept and run. Okay, so this will do. You can see the X train we have 8,000, when the data set will be separated into two groups. Okay, and we have to do 80% we are using to train the data set. Okay, and 20% will be for testing. So according to that, this will do automatically. You can see data set is about 10,000, and 8,000 we are using for the train, and remaining is used for testing. And then you are required to accept and run. Okay, so how all these code are working, you can see on the right hand side. Okay, so description about all these are given on the right hand side. So when you will develop some 2 or 3 model, yes, this part. Okay, so here you can see this is the logistic regression evaluation, and accuracy you can see here 98.25%. This is the accuracy. And you can see also the confusion matrix, ROC, AOC curve 99.91%, and recall score we have is 99.82. And this is a classification report. This actually, when we develop any model, so the evaluation is very, very important. If sometimes if the accuracy is more than 99% of the model, but whether it is a correct or not, validation is very important. For that we have to apply some tests which are very useful for machine learning. So this is very long part. Okay, so just if you are required to interpret any values, which you can see is like this one. Okay, so you can take help from the generative AI, just like you can see I am using this information, and suppose that I don't know nothing about what is the meaning of this, and we are required to write the report. Okay, so whether you are using kind of the hypothesis test, okay, and which will include just like a t test, f test, p values are there, and when we have these values, we are not able to interpret sometimes. For those people I am saying which don't have any statistical background, generative tool, just like I'm showing by using ChatGPT. Okay, I come back to ChatGPT. I can minimize this one first. Yes. So here you can see uh,
Excuse me, sir, one question, please.
sorry, I will write here interpret. I will write here interpret. Then put
Sir,
here
can I
the
ask one question,
values.
please?
Yes, ma'am, you can ask.
Sir, if we input the generated data directly into ChatGPT, will it not come under plagiarism?
Madam, actually, you have your own data set. Okay. Whether you are using generative AI tool, whether you are using collaboratory, okay, collaboratory is also on the cloud base depository of you can say Google. Okay, so if you want sure I will recommend this platform, uh, Collab. Okay, so actually this is completely all type of the machine learning, deep learning, and all type of the statistical analysis, including scientific computing we can do by using this collaboratory. Okay, and this is more secure as compared to ChatGPT. Okay, actually ChatGPT is some like open, but here we are using our Gmail account, so all the things which are happening will be there. Okay, so you have your own data set, and from that data set we are using this computing tool. Okay, so generative AI will work as a computing tool. So you want to get some insight. So just like you can see the values which we get at the space
Sir,
by using
just
this one.
one
Okay.
clarification. I was
So
not asking
by
about
using this collab,
collab.
we are getting this information.
Sir, please, 1 minute.
And by using the ChatGPT also, we can get all these values. Okay. So these are the outputs by using your data set.
Sir,
Okay.
one
So
means
this
I
will
want
not
one clarification.
yeah, this will not give
Hello?
the plagiarism.
No, sir. Now we
Yes,
have
ma'am.
generated the results from Colab. That will not give plagiarism. I understood that. But after generating those results from Colab, if we
Hmm.
input those results in ChatGPT, hello,
Hmm.
then that will not come
Haji.
under
Yes, ma'am.
plagiarism.
Yes,
Hello.
ma'am. Yeah. Actually, when you will use these, because this is the only the values. We
Ah,
have only these values.
okay,
For what purpose? We- ChatGPT don't know.
okay, sir.
Got me question?
Yes, sir.
ChatGPT don't know what are the values and for
Okay.
what we are using. Okay,
Okay.
we are asking only the question.
For interpretation.
What are the meaning?
Okay.
Okay, so this will
Oh,
not,
oh,
and the thing is when you are using for the interpretation purpose, I copied and I here for the interpretation purpose, you can see. Okay,
hmm.
so complete interpretation you can find here. Okay, corresponding to all the values. Okay, and later on
Yes.
when you will scroll down here, this is the complete report.
Hmm.
Don't copy and paste in your research.
Okay.
Got the idea? Okay, and
Yes,
understand
yes.
what they are saying.
Uh-huh.
Okay, after that, interpret all these in your own language.
Yes, yes.
Don't copy
Oh,
and paste. Okay,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
so if you need some more detail, you can ask again. Okay, you got the idea. So in this way, we can
Yes, yes,
use
sir. Yes.
for the interpretation for a purpose. And when we have the values, and this will help you to understand the values which we get from using this collaboratory. Okay, and along with I share with you the policy to use these tools. Okay, uh, how we can use. So if you are a researcher or you want to write the research paper, okay, so you must we all must go through all the details about the policies which are provided by all the journals. Okay, and the article which I prepare for you, you must go through so that when we will use these tools and you will understand, you have the information at what level we can use this and how in what manner we can use this. So that we must, if all these generative AI tools are helping, okay, we can help as a to solve the problem, is to get the numerical values or to get the some insight, some to get scientific computing as we perform by using this tool. Okay, so if we are familiar about the policies, okay, and some journalists are asking if you are using the generative any tool, specifically AI tool, so recommend for what purpose you have used. Okay, so we have everything, we have compute all the values just to for the interpretation we are using. But I think if you will use this information in your own language, you are not required to mention. Okay. So policies, to understand the policies first is very, very important for ethical use of these generative AI tools. Okay. So we can integrate all these tools as a helping. Okay. And today also I share one article. I think this will also help you. One post I share in the morning. Okay. So how all these tools we can integrate and what you can get and how you can use. But the article which I share with you is very, very important to get more insight or to understand the integration of these AI tools. So this is all about the today's session. In this way you can use. Any question, please? Any more question? Any more question, please? So this is the box plot you can see, which I share
Sir, recorded
before
video will
starting
be
the
uploaded, no?
session.
Sir, recorded
Dr.
video will
Azmal,
be
yes, sir.
recorded video will be uploaded, no, sir?
Yes, yes,
Recorded video.
recording are there. I will share with you in the group.
Okay.
Yes, yes, recording videos are there. I will share with you. And the link I have already shared in the playlist are there. Once again, I will share, okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Okay, okay.
Hello, Professor. Am I
Hello.
audible? Yes.
Yeah, Galaxy. Yeah, I am. You are
Okay.
audible.
Okay, nice. I share some of your presentation. It is nice. So I would like to ask one question about outlier of data. So how can we interpret and how to use the outlier data? Removing or
This is a huge part of the static. This is a huge part of the statistical analysis. Okay, so to discuss everything, we are required a lot of time. So one workshop is going to start for statistical in role of static in AI and data science. Okay, so everything which we are required for the statistical analysis and the machine learning model, how we can use statistics. Okay, so all type of the formula which you are asking. Okay, so we are going to discuss in very detail, one by one. So here during
okay.
this very less time, I am not able to describe everything. Okay, so just this is the computing part, how you can integrate this cloud-based AI tools for your any kind of the computing purpose, whether it is related to the AI or machine learning model, statistical analysis. Okay, if you have the scientific computing, just like which is related to engineering problem, or you have the physical problem, mathematical computing also you can do by using this tool. Okay, collaboratory without installing in your system. And one more thing I will let you know. So when you will use first time, when you will open the My Drive, and this folder will be automatically generated, collab notebooks. So all the files which you are using, which you will create, will be automatically saved in this directory. Okay, so you can see various files are there. So when I implement various type of the sessions and I demonstrate, so all the files are generated and automatically saved in this directory. Okay, so when you will use first time, automatically this folder will be generated in your directory and all the content will be saved automatically in your collab. And along with the, you can invite your team to work on the same project. If you are working on a project and there are four members from different places, you can invite them to work on this project. Okay, so that's why this is the collaborative provided by very nice tool is by Google. So if you have the very large data set specifically for deep learning, for that we have to required to purchase this one. Otherwise, for small calculations, just like data set, which is in a CSV file or Excel file, we can easily perform all type of the computing, from statistical analysis to machine learning model. Okay, all type of the model you can develop. Any more question, please?
Sir,
Could you demonstrate, sir, how can we collaborate with Google Colab?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please.
Could you demonstrate how can we, collaborate with the Google Colab, sir?
Okay. How we can collaborate? Okay. Very nice question. I never invite anyone to collaborate with me. I am trying first time. Let us see. I open one file. Okay.
Because this is very beneficial if it is possible for students of computer engineering. Because in final year,
Yes. You
some
can
projects is
see.
going on with
Yeah,
the
you can
students.
see.
Yeah.
Yes. You can see. See this sign plus. Click on it. Okay. And this is me. And suppose that I want to add one. I add here one more email
You can
address. This
use
is also,
your ID basically.
and you can add. Yes. Actually, just yes, I am using my ID. Okay, this is my
Okay.
Method Think Foundation. Okay, so when I will click on it, so you can write here type message also, just like we are sharing Excel file or Docs file, the same
It is just
process.
like Google Sheets, sir. Sanjay.
Okay, so I invite, and when you will see here, this is I want to open my Gmail account here. This is the math check thinking, and you can
Item
see,
shared with your unit. Yes.
you can see, yeah, you can see
Yeah.
this file. Okay, so when I will click on this, is the untitled, and I can open here. This is other email address.
I
Okay,
think this
and
is
I can open it.
this is working just like Google Sheet.
Yes, the same as we are
Same.
using the Google Sheet.
Yeah.
Okay, these are the types of the file. Okay,
Yes.
so you can see the same file is there, which I use there, and you can see the same information in this file. So the entire file has been shared. Okay, and all type the code steps are there. Okay, so in this way also we can
Sir, please,
invite.
sir, you just the first column you can write from Google.column import files. This is the whatever you have written over here, from which you can write this word basically. It is already in
Pardon,
your
Raghib?
personal file saved. ये जो चीज आपने
Personal
लिखा है
file?
ये कैसे लिखा है आपने, ये पूछना चाह रहा हूँ फ्रॉम गूगल। ये क्या ऑलरेडी सेव है या कहीं मतलब?
Actually, I have actually the thing is, I
Yes.
have done this part already. Okay, this is the way how we can upload the file. The another way to use is, if you don't know how we can upload, the another way is, say here, I'm taking shell.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes. Right.
and I will click on it, and
Start
here
coding.
you can. This is the plus sign. Okay, you can upload. We can select the file from directory. Okay. This is okay. From this plus sign, we can upload any data set.
Okay.
Can I have this one? And you can see the data set is uploaded. And you can see on the right hand side also.
Yes.
This is the data set. Okay. So after that, you can ask the okay, load the data set. Okay, you can directly do it from this place. And after that, you can perform all type of the operations. Okay. So now you can start to ask the questions. Okay, our data is ready. If yeah, you can see if you don't know, display the first 5 rows data frame. This will demonstrate here. You can see this is the head. Okay, accept and run. Okay, actually this file is also there. You can see
Yeah.
this one. You can see the message. Okay, this is the warning because I use this file which I am using. So that's why not authorized to upload a new data set here. But you can use in this way, you can upload any data set and then you can perform. Okay, so there are two ways, whether you have the code, how you can upload the file, or otherwise you can take new shell and Gemini is there, plus sign is there, you can upload the file and after that you can perform all type of the operations which are required. Okay.
Yes.
Any more, please, dear participant?
Sir, what is the size of the file we can, how much large data we can upload, sir? How many rows or columns?
Sir, here I am using 10,000 entries are there. Okay. And we tried also 50,000 entries. If the data is in the form of a CSV or Excel file. But if you have the data set of images, and you know images are very heavy and a lot of space is required. So this collaborative provides this space you can see here, which is free available 12.67 GB RAM and disk space is 107.72 GB to this compute engine backend. Okay, but sometimes if we have the data set is very large, in the case of images, for that we have to pay. But for the data set which I am using, uh, just numerical values are there. So for that, we are not required to pay anything. For 10,000, 50,000. So if you will increase the data set and when the limit is closed, after that, this will ask you to pay. Okay. So my Gmail account is completely full. Okay, so 14 GB are free available, and I am using my Gmail account, this one, meher.jalandra. Paid version I am using. Okay, so very less cost, about I think 275 something I am paying for 50 GB space. Okay,
Per month,
so
per annum.
according to our need, yes, please. No, no,
I
no,
mean,
sir. It is
275
per
rupees
month. Per month,
per
sir, per
month.
month. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, sir, one question, please,
Because
sir.
this my
I
directory
mean,
is
after
very full.
uploading, oh yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, after uploading the data, I mean, whatever the form, just like Excel form, I mean, image form, I mean, which type of analysis this can be done by the Colab node, I mean, Google Colab? Which type of analysis?
Everything which you want, which you think, everything, sir, everything which you think statistically. Okay, if you need just like hypothesis testing is required, or F test, T test. Okay, any type of the just like mean,
I
median,
mean, just I
mode,
want to,
correlation,
I want to,
etc. Whatever you need.
I mean, I want to make an XQness test on the data, and that will give the from Google Colab.
Yes. Yes. Question which is related to your data set.
Okay.
Everything you can do.
I mean, this is another
Yeah.
class you will
Everything.
do the, this type of analysis
Yes.
we can do.
All type of the visualization. Yes, yes. Just like just 1 minute. I have very less time, but I want to show you one project is here. SR University. Okay, I
Yes,
think
I want to see
in
nothing on
this.
this. If you have done already, then I want to see.
Yes, I have very large data set. This is the healthcare. Okay.
I think you are going to
And
merge with the medical field. I think with mathematics and medical field, this analysis is going on.
okay, trend testing. No. Okay. See in this file what we have done. Okay. So you can see these are the libraries which we are required. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can start here to understand the dataset info. Okay. Null cell. These are the pre-processing, because when we want to use the dataset for any kind of the statistical analysis or for the machine learning purpose, we have to clean the dataset. Okay. If there is missing value and we are required to understand the data set. So these are the steps which we are required to put. This is the pair plot and SNS library is there. So data set is very large. Okay. And if you want to see the size of the data set, I can show you what is the size. 10,000 by 14. Okay, there are 10,000 rows are there and 14 columns are there. Okay, so this is the size of the data set. And all type of the operations related to the statistical analysis, visualization, okay, our pairwise plot, everything which we are required, we have done here manually, to variable. You can see various graphs are there which we have done in this file. Okay, all these operations we can perform by using Jupyter Notebook with Anaconda. Okay, so all type of the operations we have performed here. This is the distribution of plots. Okay, then we have the logistic regression. We do here manually, and either you can use by the generative AI tool. So here all the tasks which you can see we have done manually. So here various model we have tried here, and you can see decision tree, statistical analysis we have done, random forest we have applied here at this place, k nearest neighborhood. So various models we have applied, sport, vector, machine. So all these models are related to machine learning. XG boost you can see here, hyperparameter tuning. So everything you can need, we can do here. Okay. So this is the wrong prediction. Actually, we have test here which model is prefer, which one is good testing. Everything which we are required, we done here, and we compare the models. Okay. So you can see very large computing we have performed here. Okay. So all type of statistical analysis which you are required, we can do easily.
Also, this is free, na sir?
Yeah, this is free, sir. Free for actually when you have the large computing, large data set, when you are going to implement deep learning, yeah, then after we have to pay, because because there is some limitation. Okay, so when you have the very large data set, so everything is not free, sir. For the learning purpose to understand and for the large data set,
certain limitation.
we want everything. We want everything free for the promotion. Okay.
No, just for the sake of the students, I just asked you, sir. For the students, basically.
Yes, actually, sir, for the learning purpose, because data, when we think to develop any technique, and after that we want to some earning, and for the earning we are not spending nothing. How it is possible?
No, this is not possible, sir.
First,
Without
we have
pain,
to
no
invest.
gain.
Yeah,
no
yes,
pain,
yes,
no
sir.
gain.
You can see the example of ChatGPT, Gemini, AI,
Sure.
or the other tools. They have spent in the millions, and then they are able to develop this type of the technique.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Okay. and
Yeah,
we
yeah.
want everything in free because a lot of expenses are there.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Okay. So actually manpower is required, machines are required, and when we want to establish any machine for data analytic, about 25 lakh minimum is investment is required
Oh, too
to
much.
establish the lab for data science, data
Yeah,
analytic.
yeah, sure, sure. Yes, yes.
Okay. If I want to establish, then I have to prepare, I have to invest at least 25 lakh to establish the lab.
The high performance computer and
And
so on and so forth.
and after that, the people who will come to my lab, they will ask free. How it is possible? So yeah, everything is required because the investors, there are so many investors who are spending a lot of money and without and with risk also. Okay, whether these will be successful or not. Okay,
Yes,
so all these things are on the basis of the risk. Okay, so this is dear participant. This is all about the today's session, and really I enjoy with you all the participant, and I hope that today's session is also very valuable.
very
And
informative,
still,
very
if you
informative.
have
Yes, sir.
any question, I am trying to get good insights, but sometimes due to the lack of time. Yes, all the codes which I present here for the demonstration, I will share with you. The PPT which I present here also will be in the WhatsApp group you can use, and along with some more information which can be useful for you will be there. Okay. So ready to use them. Okay. Don't collect the data set only. The important thing is how much we are using and how much we are practice on it. Okay. That is important. So the recordings will be there. Okay, the content which I presenting here will be also there. Don't worry about the content. Okay. So device which I am using, I am sharing in the WhatsApp group. Okay, the coding part will be there. Don't worry.
Sir, data set also will you share, sir?
Yes, yes, I will share a data set also. Okay,
Okay,
if
okay.
you have, yeah, if you have a lot of time, I will share a lot of the project also.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, okay.
Don't
Okay,
worry. Don't worry. Okay, we have actually, if you are ready to learn, I have lot of the things which I can share freely with you.
okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you,
Okay,
thank you.
projects are also there. I can share with you the project. If you want to complete one project, I can share with you project and you can complete. Okay.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. We will.
Yes.
Sir, one question, please.
Ah, yes, ma'am.
Sir, can we upload Excel file instead of CSV to get these results?
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, yes, you can CSV Excel file also. Okay, we can use a CSV file, we can use Excel file, we can use a text file, we can use a JSON file. Okay, so there are four formats which we can use
Okay, sir. Thank you.
for data purpose. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Any more question?
Sir, whatever data we are collecting
Okay.
using Google Form,
So, dear
will
participant, thank you. And I would like to ask to Faiz, please conclude the session.
Yes. As we conclude day 9 of the 2 weeks international hands-on workshop on generative AI tools for academic leaders and department heads, I would like to sincerely thank Dr. Meher Chand for today's insightful and practical session on AI for data analysis. Today's session demonstrated how AI-powered tools can assist with data analysis, visualization, pattern identification, and interpretation of results, helping us turn complex data into meaningful insights. We also emphasize the importance of validating AI-generated outputs and applying human judgment when making analytical and academic decisions. I encourage everyone to continue exploring these tools and consider how they can be applied to research, academic planning, institutional analysis, and evidence-based decision-making. A sincere thanks to all participants for your active participation, questions, and enthusiasm throughout today's session. Thank you all for joining us. Have a wonderful evening, and we look forward to welcoming you to day 10 of the workshop.
Thanks, dear participant, and good night.